Good morning, everyone. So, I hope you can see my screen, right? Okay. So, did anyone do the homework that I given last week? That calculation of that volume or something? Or should I explain? Okay. So, last week what we did? Last week we basically find the how means see how we can do the integration, and through integration how we can calculate the volume or area. And I give you one homework question, so let's work on that and then do the problem. Okay, so let's start with the simple area calculation. Okay, so this is our region in which this is our curve. Okay, so this curve equation is y is equal to x square. Okay, so this is the origin 0 0. This is our 0 4. So this will become 2 0, right? Now let's calculate the volume by taking horizontal and vertical strip. So let's start with the horizontal strip. So this is our horizontal strip. Okay, so for horizontal strip we are going to calculate the area by using horizontal strip. Okay, so limit of x is varies from 0 less than x less than root y. Okay, this is limit of x, and limit of y is 0 less than y less than 4. This is limit of y. Okay, now in order to calculate the area, what we need to do, we need to do double integration. First we need to write 0 to root y dy, and we need to write 0 to 4. This is a limit of uh, sorry, this is a limit of 0 to root y is the limit of x, so this is dx, and 0 to 4 is the limit of dy. So this is what we found. Now integration 0 to 4. Okay, uh, this is a constant one, so इसका इंटीग्रेशन होगा so integration is root y dy. Now can you please do the integration and tell me the answer? What is the answer? Log y. We are going to do integration. So integration of x raised to n dx is equal to x raised to n plus 1 by n plus 1. Simple. There is no need of log or something. Anyone? Sorry? You need to put the limit now, 0 to 4. Come on, guys. This is not that tough. 4 by 5. No. Okay, let me do that thing. See. Yes, 16 by 3. It's a correct answer. 16 by 3. Let me do for you. 0 to 0 to 4 root y dy. 0 to 4 y raised to 1 by 2 dy. Y raised to 3 by 2 3 by 2 limit 0 to 4 2 by 3 into 4 raised to 3 by 2 2 by 3 into 2 raised to 3 2 by 3 into 8 16 by 3, right? So 0 integration 0 to 4 into root y dy, that answer is 16.3. So if we calculate the area by taking horizontal strip, so the area of this region is 16 by 3 when we take a horizontal strip. Okay, now let's try the same thing with the vertical strip. Okay, so sorry. So this is y is equal to x square. This is 2 0. This is 4. This is 0. Okay, now instead of horizontal strip, we have to take vertical strip. Okay, now value of x is varies from 0 to 0 less than x less than 2, and value of y is varies from, what is the y limit? What is the y limit? This vertical limit, right? What is that value? See, one limit we have to write in terms of a digit, whereas second limit we need to write in terms of equation. Okay, so in this case this need to be x square less than y less than 4. You're right, that is y limit is 0 to 4, but we already taken one limit in the purely in the digit form. So second limit should include this equation of line. That's why we are going to write, that's why we have written x square less than y less than 4. Okay, now we have to do the same thing that we did earlier. Our limit is, see, lower limit is x square, so we need to write over x square to 4. This is our y limit, so we need to write dy. Then x limit is 0 to 2 and this value is dx. Okay, so integration 0 to 2 constant, and when we put the limit of that, so it is 4 minus x square dx. Okay, now what is the answer of this? Yeah, same answer, right? Why 16 by 3? Because we are anyway we have calculated the same area just by different method. In this case we have taken horizontal strip, whereas in this case we have taken vertical strip. So there is no difference in answer because this is maths. Okay, now instead of area, if I want to calculate the volume, this is 0 0, this is 4 0, this is 2 0, this is 5 is equal to x square. Now if I want to do calculate the volume of this area, what I need to do? No, suppose I'm going to revolve this area around y 360 degree. Then so it's look like something like this. Yeah, but this is not exact hemisphere, right? Because the equation of this line is not a part of circle, it's a part of parabola. So how can we calculate now? Any idea, any suggestion? Any thoughts? Okay, then let me explain. Okay, see here, if we see here, we want to calculate the area. So what we did basically, we we basically draw each line, means number of strips, and just combine that thing, right? So when we calculate the area, so we can do this thing. But when we need to calculate the volume, we need to combine the area. So same thing we can do over here. Instead of line, we can calculate the area at each and every point. So this is the area over here. This is area over here. This is area over here. Okay, so at this point radius is r r1 square, sorry, r1. Here the radius is r2. Here radius is r3. Radius is r4, right? So at every instance we are going to change the radius, and subsequently area of that particular circle will change, right? So what we need to do, what is the area of circle? That is pi r square, right? Now the same thing we need to do. We need to take a horizontal area or vertical, sorry, horizontal. We can do this area wala thing in a horizontal way or in a vertical way. So this is the in this figure I have shown in the horizontal way. So what we need to do, integrate single integration or double integration, because we have directly calculate the area. Okay, so this is our area. In this area our we are going to change the value of x, because here the value of x is equal to r1, here value of x is equal to r2. So and our vertical limit is y, which is 0 to 4. Okay, now our area is pi r square and our limit is dx. Okay, now what is this value that we have already calculated, right? So this is integration 0 to 4 pi in bracket square dx. Okay, so this r's value is we already calculate, sorry, this is the value that we have calculated from here, 4 minus x square. Sorry, we have taken horizontal strip, na? So what is this value? Limit of y is 0 to 4. So this will be dy, and here we have calculated the value, that is root y. Okay, so when you calculate the when you do the integration of this, it will show you some answer, that is a volume of this uh, curve. Understood? Now same thing, we don't want to spend much time on the integration, because you have already seen that you may do some calculation error while doing the integration. So this kind of this is very simple integration, but what we have any complex curve like this. So this is our first curve, this is our second curve. Okay, so equation of this is y is equal to 5x cube plus 3x square plus 8x minus 11, and equation of this is 11x is to 5 plus 6x is to 4 plus 3x square minus 12. Okay, so if you have something like this, two different curve, and if you want to calculate the volume of this area, okay, so that will be much difficult for you to do the hand calculation. So in this case we are going to calculate, means we are going to use a Python to do the integration. Okay, so now let's move on to that thing. So this is the code that we have written last week, and I am explaining the things in that. Okay, so this is the code, and let's try with this first. So we want to integrate from 0 to 4. So integration limit is 0 to 4, and our function is under root y. So this is a into np dot sqrt. See, under root value is written in square root, right? So this is x. Okay, so our value is under root y. A is 1, b is 0. Our integration limit is this. What is error? np. Yeah. See, so when we see, this code I already explained. So for those student who is absent, let me explain you again. So this is a imported library for doing the integration. So this is integrand, and this is a quadratic function we are going to do. So that's why we have written in terms of quad. Okay, and this is a numpy library in order to write any mathematical equation in the Python, and this is the variable that we are going to use in our equation. If you're not only write x, that is also fine, but this is standard protocol, so I'm just following. If you are not if you are not want to follow this, that is also fine. Okay, now our equation is integration 0 to 4 under root y dy. So a is 1, square root of y. Instead of y we have written x plus b is 0, and integration limit is 0 to 4, and argument is that is a and b, each is 1 and 0, that I have written. Now I have printed the integration value and error value, so which is showing 15 by 5.33, and our answer is 16.3. So let's check our answer. So it's 16 by 3, which is 5.333, right? So our integration value is correct. So same way you can calculate the integration value of this, and also this. So any complex integration value, you have to just enter the value of that particular thing, and you can easily calculate the any difficulty integration value. Okay, now let's move little further. Instead of a quadratic function, I want to do the integration of any exponential thing. Okay, so let's take uh, any exponential function. Let's take np dot exponential minus a x, sorry, x divided by x square, x square, in which let's take a is equal to 5, then limit 0 to 1 or 0 to 4, whatever you want, and this is what. So what we did basically, we are going to do the integration of limit 0 to 1, limit 0 to 1, e raised to minus 5x divided by x square. Okay, so what is the integration of this? See, now these are the very easy and simple integration, but when we do some this kind of complex integration, it is very difficult to do the hand calculation, and there may a high probability that we committed the mistake. So in this case, it is better to use the integration, better to use Python to do such kind of calculation. Okay, so now let's run this code. So the answer is minus, okay, that is some error. Integration, the probability diversion and slowly conversion. That's fine. So minus x square 5 argument. Okay, let's try this to remove the error. No, just write 5. The integration is probably diversion or slowly conversion. Okay, so we already written this code over here. No, I'm not written. Okay, that's fine. So this is what it's showing the value, right? So limits this. So anyway, it's give us some answer. So means basically my idea is to you can use the integration through means you can calculate the any function integration of any function using Python. This is what I want to tell you. Now let's do, instead of any exponential function, we can also do the integration of any uh, sine cos term. Okay, so let's take any questions first and then solve that question. Okay, now take an equation y sin x plus x cos y. Okay, and here let's take the limit of x is less than pi less than x, sorry, pi less than x less than 2 pi, and y limit is 0 to 0 less than y less than pi. Now I want to do the integration of this thing in which x and y limit is mentioned. So we need to follow the same thing, but here it's bit difference. Okay, so uh, this is only quadratic, but this sine and cos thing will come in double quadratic function. So we need to write double dbl quadratic function. Okay, now this is the same def integrand. uh, See, here in our case, there is no a and b. So we need to write only y and x. But here you need to uh, see that if you write y first and x second, then while defining the limit of this thing, you need to define the limit of y first and limit of x second. Okay? Oh, sorry. We need to define the limit of x first and y second, something like that. Okay. Now let's write the function y into np dot sin x plus x into np dot cos y. Okay. And in our case, there is no a and no b. So we have commented that thing. Now uh, let's calculate the integration quad. Instead of quad we have used double quad, so we have to write double quad over here also. Now that's the integrand. Now our limit is x limit is sorry, x limit is pi to 2 pi. So let's write np dot pi, and that is ranging from 2 into np dot pi Now we also need to define the integration limit of x. So this is how we can uh, define the integration limit. See, we need to write lambda lambda space x 0, then enter again lambda uh, x equal to np dot pi, and we need to complete the bracket. uh, Anything else is remaining? Let me check. No, that's fine. So this, instead of equal to, we need to write colon. I think since showing some error, let me try with equal to first. Second. Oh yeah, it's comma over here. Lambda np dot pi comma double integral lambda x np cos y. I don't see any errors. That's the correct one only. That's lambda x p. I don't see any error. Okay, yeah. So instead of equal to, we need to write this colon wala thing. Okay. So that's why, see, I have a lot of practice with the Python. Still, I'm having some syntax error because I didn't do this kind of stuff, because I generally use the loop for doing my stuff. So the integration wala thing I didn't use for from the long time. So that's why you need to practice a lot to do to have a feel of this problem. Okay. So everyone understood. So now I suggest you to take any one or two problem and do it by yourself. Here I have shown you the syntax, so you don't you can write this down or practice this thing by your own. I will give you 5 minutes. Just try to write this code and just check whether your answer is matching with this answer or not. Okay. Now let me remove this error. Uh, okay, just forget it. Just try to replicate this code by your own and just try to match the answer. Meanwhile, I have tried to remove this error. Okay, so it's a type integral return exponential minus a x square is equal to 5 what integrand 0 argument a. I don't know what's the problem with this guy. It must be 0.0379. See here the error is very high. So we need to reduce this error. So that's a comma x Let's try this. Yeah. Okay. So we need to first specify constant and then variable. Let me know once you finish. Okay. Great. Others? Others? Okay. So now let's move further. Okay. So till now we have seen these two things. One is this represent the list. Second, this curly bracket represents the set. Okay. Now I'm introducing one more bracket. So this will represent the tuple. Okay. Now let me explain this thing to you. So what is this means? Okay. First, let's start with the list. So okay, that we already explained, right? List. So only let's focus on tuple now. So see, if you want to write a list or mention a list, so you have to write in a square bracket. Set is written in a curly bracket, and tuple is written in a round bracket. These three things you need to understand. Why I'm explaining this thing, that I will explain in a while. See, tuple we need to represent in a square. So 12 bracket. means write any number, okay, something like that. And now uh, just print tuple bracket 1. uh, Tuple is a set. Let I did a tuple 1. Oh, sorry. Okay, see, same thing we seen in the list. So this is 12, 15. Let me add one more thing over here. Okay, so uh, I already explained that this uh, first number is 0, second number is means we assign this sequence into one specific number. So first number is assigned is 0, second for 1 for second, 2 for third, something like that. But what we want to change this assignment, okay, I want to assign this 2 to this, sorry, 5 to this third number, and 1 to this fifth number. So this can we do using sort, okay. So in that case, what we need to do, let's take data is equal to uh, curly bracket 1 colon, let's take any number, suppose 23, then 2 colon this number, then 6 colon any number. Okay, now I want to print data 6. So it will show us the 45, right? Now in my this list, sorry, in this set, there is no assignment of 0, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9. So let's take 4. Okay, so it will show us the error because we have not defined what is the 4, right? So instead of that, you can also means instead of assigning the by default integer, you can also assign by yourself. This is what I just want to convey from this thing. Okay, now instead of this error, I want to show message that this phone number is not assigned or not found, something like that. So you have to just write not found. Okay, so the digit that you have written over here, if it is in the database, then it will show you that number or that string, otherwise it will show that not found. Okay, uh, and for this you need to use, I think, round bracket. Let me check first. Dot get bracket, maybe it's work. Yeah, see, so see here I have written 4, but that 4 digit I have not assigned in our database, so it will show us not found error. Okay, now instead of 4, you if you write 1, it will show you 23. Okay, understood? So we can do this kind of stuff also. Now if I want to combine two different data set, then what we can do, so let's try that thing first. So let define the set in which uh, take any three number or any string or number. It's a 2, 2 raised to 3, then 3 raised to 2, then 4 raised to 2. Sorry, 4 raised to 2. Okay, this is our data, and our answer is our first answer is 8, second answer is 9, and third answer is 16, right? So we want to assign this thing. So final answer is equal to, see, this is come under the dictionary. Okay, so you need to write a command of dictionary dot. I want to combine these two value, means first value assigned to this first value. So this is used using zip command. Zip, sorry, here is a bracket, there is no need for dot. Now in zip command, what I want to combine this data, comma, answer. Okay, I think this will work now. And you need to print final. See, now you can see this first value is assigned to this first value of this answer first value. Same way second value is assigned to second value, and third value is assigned to this one. So this will help you in that element. So what happened here in finite element method, if you are going to use the temperature dependent property, so at every instant property of that material will change. Okay, because we are going to heat that particular element or material at a specific temperature, and with the time the temperature will change and properties also change. So we need to continuously assign the different property, means temperature dependent property, to different element. So in that case we can use this thing. Okay, now let's move further. uh, let's take big complex thing, program. Now take curly braces, uh, anything like any name, penal, then uh, python. Now we can single IITP, BVM, then but we can take that multiple thing I want to take now. Then uh, branch. So instead of directly, we can, let's define in this mechanical, then production. That's it. Okay, this is enough. Okay, now first let's try to print this. Okay, so this is simple. Now I want to print Python, but I don't want to write this thing in print. So I can print Python by two different ways, just by writing Python. So this will directly print Python, but I don't want to write Python, but I want to print Python. So this can be used, sorry, here instead of print you need to write program. First you need to run this, and that you need to program, sorry, it's a square bracket. Okay, now it will show with the Python. Now I want to print combine this thing, mechanical and production. So you just need to write branch. Okay, so it will show you this combined. Now let me add one more thing over here. Let's take any random thing. Uh, Coding language C, colon, take curly braces. Let's take what I take BVM, then uh, NIT, something like this, and any random thing. I'm not able to recall anything, so I'm just write any random thing. Earth. Okay. Now I want to print this NIT. So what we can do, we can in first square bracket we need to write this first wala thing, that is capital C, and in second square bracket I need to write this PVM. Okay. Now if I want to print this, this is small. Okay, we need to change this. Let's take 2 3 1 2 3. What is the error now? No, your bracket will won't much. Uh, Let me just put ABC. I'm not sure what's the error. ABC curly braces is there, comma is there. Let's try with the square bracket. No, there's no. Let's try with the round bracket. No, curly braces here. That is the correct one. Okay. No, we can define dictionary inside dictionary is possible. A list inside list is not possible, and toddle is not possible. But in dictionary case, I think it's possible. Yeah. See, I don't know what's error is, some space error or something that I don't know. See, now I want to print this thing. So what I did in program, first I defined this ABC, and then I defined BVM, so it will show me this. Now let's change. I have written C first now, so it may now it need to show the. Okay, first I need to run this, and then I need to run this. Okay, see it. You don't know about this where we need to print. Okay, so first we need to run this command, and then we need to run this command. Okay, see I already run this command. Now if I again run this command, it will work. I don't know. Okay, so it will show us the answer. Okay, so if you have any doubt, then you can ask me. We have only 5 minutes. Any doubt? Uh, no, there's not customized course for any mechanical things, but you can learn the fundamentals. So basically, in order to means see, mostly mechanical engineer are using this code just for mainly for the this calculation of heat transfer problem and for fluid flow problem, right? So in that thing, what our primary aim is to solve the differential equation or partial differential equation and do the integration kind of thing. Okay, so you can see any videos in which you need to means you can learn how to solve the differential equation. Okay, once you understand the differential equation, how to solve differential equation in Python, then you need to understand how you can discretize your domain. That the discretization thing I already explained using that line space command, right? That that np dot line space, and then we need to define the range and define the element size, something like that. That we have already shown. We have already discussed. So there is no customized course for the mechanical engineers, but you can just uh, create your requirement that you need to learn how to solve differential equation in Python. Then look for that particular videos, and you can solve that thing. Means apply that thing by your own. By your own. That's it. So, so I think I have created enough background. Now we can save to the means we are able to solve some simple differential equation, but still for partial differential equation we need to learn some more fundamental thing about the Python. So I think next 2 to 3 lecture I will focus on the fundamental to create or to solve the problem of a PD, and then we can directly jump into the partial differentiation problem. That's it. Okay, so guys, very soon end semester exam. Okay, from 3rd May. Just let me stop the